Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Irfan here from smartincubator.com and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm gonna break down some trades for you on GBP USD and Euro USD, guys. As you can see on the screen, on GBP USD, two nice setups happened literally back to back in a span of like from 8:40 all the way to 11:05. Like in 3 hours, we have two beautiful setups, and I want to break down both of them for you. Plus, we have a trade on Euro USD. But before that, I want to show you the results of Goldie Incubator, which is our gold trading robot that trades on 5-minute time frame and is actually scalping the market, and we are up 63.38% in profit after this massive drawdown that happened manually by us. We changed some of this stuff in the settings tab that caused this loss, but otherwise we would have been up over 140% in profit. But it happened. There's no worry because we released more settings and it's trading way better right now, and that's why from 40% we got all the way to 63% in profit, which is almost 23% in 1 month, which is crushing it. And there's like in a matter of no time we literally get to 137% again. But what matters is that we are still in profit. The main investment didn't get hurt at all, and we just lost a little bit of the profit, not the main balance, and we are still up in profit for 63%, which is $673 on this $1,000 account. So without any further ado, let's get into these trades. So the first thing I want to show you is that my favorite part is to do a little bit of replay for you, so I show you exactly what happened during this time. So let me just delete everything for you, and then I go to 8 in the morning. This is exactly when New York session starts, and this is exactly when I start analyzing the market. So the first thing I notice when I open my charts on 5-minute time frame is that we're actually experiencing higher highs and higher lows like this. So as you can see, it's really obvious. Even if you zoom out a little bit, you can definitely see the trend of the market. You can use your trend line to actually identify the trend of the market, or you can just simplify it by identifying higher highs and higher lows and breakout structures. You're going to see where breakout structures happen. But if you have a little bit of experience in trading, you can definitely see that we have an uptrend right here. So the next thing I do is to identify high probability order blocks, whether it could be supply or demand zone. It doesn't really matter. I do both of them because there's always a high chance that we have let's say a downtrend market, and then it goes, but we trade the opposite trend, but it's not really suggested every single time. So it's always recommended to trade according to the trend, but we identify both high probability supply and demand zones. So in this case, I can see this high probability demand zone here, but I'm not going to really consider it. And the reason is that we always take the last two. If there's if there's two bearish candles like this, you gotta take both of them. If you got three, you still get both of them. So like the last two. I'm not gonna take the last one, especially this one right here, because it's super close to our support level. As you can see, there's a support level here, there's a support level here, and there's a support level right here. So I'm really an opponent of taking a high probability supply or demand zone. So that's why, as I said, it's really recommended to go for the high probability order blocks in the middle of the trend. So anyways, we don't have any high probability supply zone or demand zone around this area because there is no gap between any of them. So as we move forward, guys, as you can see, it started creating this high probability supply zone. And the reason is that I'm taking the last two bullish candles, although we have more, but the rule is to take the last two. If you only have one, take the last one. There's no problem with that. But right now, I have two bullish engulfing candles. I take both of them, and then I notice that this is the first candle that dropped out of the zone, and the next candle after that never tapped into this zone. So that's why there's a gap between this candle and this zone right here, and this gap makes this zone a high probability supply zone. So now the only thing I need to do is just to wait for the price of wait for the market to tap into this level, and if it gives me a really good confirmation, I take my sell trade. So let's see what happens. So as you can see, guys, this is the first candle that tap into the zone, and it's a beautiful doji candle, guys. It's a beautiful doji candle, and the first thing I personally do is to put my sell stop here, and I put my stop loss right here, and my TP is going to be here. So if I want to take a one-to-one trade, guys, I can literally take a one-to-one trade. However, there's a couple of things you need to take into consideration if you want to take a higher ROI, higher RR trade. So if you want to take like 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, whatever it is, you got to take a look at the market. You got to take a look at the opportunity or the trend and support and resistance levels. This is when you get out of the trade, not just waiting for the price to hit the support or resistance level and then you take your trade. No. So let's say that you have a perfect entry, you take your one-to-one, and then let's say that your plan was taking like multiple trades. And this is exactly what you can do. You take your one-to-one right here, and then you take your second TP right here, which is the next support level. And what is that? Almost 1 to 238. And you can take the next one right here, which is almost 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio trade, guys. How crazy is that? By just identifying some basic levels, basic support and resistance levels. This is the first one. This is the second one that I identified. This is the third one. That's it, guys. And look at this. We have a beautiful head and shoulder right here, and head and shoulder always creates the best liquidity levels. So it means that I know that I exactly have a support level here, and there's a bunch of liquidity below this zone. Look at this. There's a bunch of money below this zone. There's a bunch of liquidity below this zone, and all of them have been liquidated. And this is what the market is doing constantly, guys. Please pay attention to that if you want to become a profitable trader, and you want to just, at least, like eradicate all the losing trades for no reason. So you can literally win 7 out of time because it has accuracy over 70%. So the next trade that happened exactly on GBP/USD was this one here, but it was way later in the day. I personally don't take it if I take such a thing, especially when you are into multiple positions. You take your one-to-one here, your next one here, your next one here, then you don't have to wait for like other opportunities. Even if I take my one-to-one, I'm done for the day. But the second thing that happened was this high probability demands on here, if I'm not wrong. Oh, I think it was 2 sell trades. Yeah, I think it was 2 sell trades, because right now we have this high probability demands on here, and this is the first candle that kind of tapped into the zone. If I wanted to take my buy stop here, I would have put my stop loss here, and then my TP would be somewhere around here. But I'm not sure whether it's going to be the case or not. Let me see. I'm just waiting for to see if I take a buy trade here based on this high probability demand zone, what would happen exactly. So let me see what would happen. So I'm going to move forward. So yeah, this wouldn't be a profitable trader, because the reason is that it disrespected our zone and it stopped me out. If I wanted to take this trade, I would have got stopped out, and it wasn't a profitable trade. So that wasn't the case. The second thing that happened was probably this one, because we have a high probability supply zone here, and this is the first candle that kind of tapped into the zone. And let me see, because look at this, we have 2 bullish candles back to back, and I take both of them, and as you can see, this is the first candle that got out of the zone. Yet this is exactly what it was, and I'm also trading according to the trend, guys. See, because after this level, after 7:45 in the morning, the price is trying to drop. As you can see, they started creating lower lows and lower highs, and it's slowly coming down. So look at this. We have 2 back-to-back bullish engulfing candles. I take both of them. This is the first candle that tapped into the level. This next candle after that is literally a bearish engulfing candle. So this pattern right here can literally tell you that the price is dropping. So if you take your sell trade here and put your stop loss here, or even here, then you can literally take your one-to-one trade super easy. Super easy, guys, by just setting your stop loss at a certain level, which is really optimal, but a lot of people put it here. And you can also put your TP right here to take a one-to-one, but I personally want to be more preservative when it comes to my stop loss, and I want to give it more room so it has more room to breathe, right? So I can put it here, and then I can widen my TP all the way down here. So that's what exactly happens, guys. Like, this is what happened during New York session this morning, which was absolutely crazy, and I just wanted to share with you. So I'm gonna quickly go over EURUSD to show you what happened during New York session, but it was at 9:40, and the market was consolidating. As you can see, we have up and down, up and down, up and down. It's going all over the place, and we have our support level here, which is already liquidated, because look at this. We used to have a bunch of liquidity below this level and this level, and both of them got stopped out. So a bunch of money below these levels have been liquidated by this single candle right here. What a beautiful trade it could be if you wanted to take it, guys. You have this bullish engulfing candle. Look at this. There's a pattern change from here to here, and we have a liquidity grab here. So you know that the money is already grabbed, and the market and banks and institutions are trying to change the direction of the market, and that's how they actually trade. And we have this beautiful candle here alone. That is a confirmation itself. And then if you wanted to take it based on support and resistance levels, you could literally do that, but I personally don't. But what I found was this high probability demand zone right here. This is the last bearish candle. If I cover the entire candle, you see that there's a gap between this candle that is happened after that and the zone here. So, and then I waited for this candle to tap into this level, and then I put my buy stop here. My stop loss was below this level, and then my TP was literally right here, which is absolutely a crazy trade, 1-to-1. I could extend my TP all the way to here, because there's also a bunch of liquidity sitting above this level, and we have this resistance level here and this resistance level. So it could be a really good trade, but as I said, guys, I mostly focus on 1-to-1 because it's absolutely enough if you can take it consistently every single day, and it can literally transform your trading journey. So if you have any question regarding this strategy and the EA, the gold trading robot, guys, feel free to ask us your question by dropping a comment below this video, or you can check out our website, which is smartyincubator.com, and then we have a live chat there, and if you have any question, they'll get back to you as soon as possible. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and see you on the other side.